A local family of 6 found themselves facing homelessness. They banded together, going door to door to cut yards in order to afford a motel. That's when they met a family at a Monticello Park neighborhood on the northwest side who turned their desperation into hope. Fox San Antonio and Miracle Body and Paint are rewarding what they did for them in tonight's Cash for Kindness. It all started with a passing car.
I'm out working on my yard, just doing some stuff, and a guy walks up looking to, he says, can I mow your yard?
At 62, Scott Freeborn typically does the landscape work himself for some exercise, but something caught his eye.
Then I look over and I see he's got like a minivan and lawn equipment sticking out the back and like kids, and I says, well, what's going on? And he's like, well, place I was living kicked us out, and I just need to make some money.
Scott immediately wanted to help, so he offered to pay the family to edge the side of his lawn along West Kings Highway. He then walked over to his neighbor's house across the street.
The next thing I know, he's going and getting all the kids' Happy Meals. He goes and gets the kids' shoes. I'm like, well, that's really nice. If that's not enough, and him paying the guy whatever, 50 bucks or whatever to work on the side, then he goes and pays for a week at a hotel. I felt like embarrassed, like maybe I didn't do enough, like, damn, Pablo.
Irene Ratliff says her family isn't looking for handouts.
Every day we wake up trying to figure out how we're going to make the next money to pay for the room to stay in.
She says they're all willing to work. Even her kids ages 8 to 11 pitch in, something that didn't go unnoticed.
Then when I went to Walmart with him and I saw him telling the kids, get shoes, get, pajamas, get, hair products, stuff like that. I was crying at the Walmart because I was like, this is too much. I was even telling him it's too much. He's like, no, don't worry about it.
How would you describe that man to your friends? What would you say about him?
He's nice, he's generous.
How do you feel wearing those shoes?
Good.
What do you like about him?
That they feel soft inside of them.
That brings us to our Cash for Kindness surprise. Pablo Ruiz, a small business owner with 5 kids of his own, has no idea he's been nominated for the award.
So before we start, I wanted to show you something.
You must be Pablo. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
Ryan Wolf from Fox San Antonio. I'm sure you recognize Irene and the children.
I do.
And of course, you know your neighbor Scott.
That was just like on and above what you did, man. And I just found out that you did more than what I thought you did.
You started it, right? So Scott he said, hey, I got this family. They do work. The couple does work in the neighborhood. I'd seen them, and they just lost their place or are struggling or something like that. And I said, well, I want to help.
Pablo still remembers seeing the kids with no shoes. He and his wife, Michelle, spend hundreds on them at Walmart, everything from footwear to clothing to school supplies.
They absolutely touched my heart. The kids, my heartstrings. I only have one. I felt like I had a guitar there. All 4 of them. It was beautiful to see the family.
And Pablo, what you did is just unbelievable, and Irene's tears prove that. So on behalf of Fox San Antonio, Miracle Body and Paint, this, my friend, is for you.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $1,000. Well, thank you. Right, so we got to keep paying it forward. So we also did commit to help a young girl at Thomas Jefferson to buy a car. So otherwise, I'd give you guys all this $1,000. But I'm going to use some of that. Yes, I must.
What's for you?
No, that's for you guys because I want to make sure that you guys are good.
How do you feel?
I'm happy, but I still don't see it's right. This is for him. He's already done so much for us, and I think this should be for him.
Their future looks bright. Irene couldn't believe Pablo gave her family $300 on top of everything else. And she's even happier to hear that he's helping another family with that other $700, simply calling him an angel in disguise. We agree. Great work, Pablo, and your wife, Michelle. Hey, do you know somebody who deserves $1,000 on Cash for Kindness? I want to hear about them. Nominate them at foxsanantonio.com. Just click on the news section to find that featured link. And as always, you can chat with me anytime about just about anything on my social media pages. Just search Ryan Wolf.